We're back with it's Eric Nagel.
Segment 2 of the show. Eric and Jordan here with you to talk about television, movies, streaming updates. There it is. Things that we've been watching, listening to, playing games, whatever. We're going to fill you in on all that stuff. All the things you need to know about. Maybe shit that you don't need to bother or waste your time with. Who knows? We'll see where this goes. As always, Jordan, we start off with you. What have you been watching?
We are going to go what I'm watching first. I watched the entire 10-episode run of the first season of a show called Murderbot on Apple TV+. It is a fantastic show. It's funny. It's bloody. It's just fun. It's about a security robot that hacks his, governor module that doesn't allow him to be sentient and not follow rules. And then he's got to literally escort space hippies to survey a planet. And they're so fucking stupid. And they're all like, let's talk about our feelings and stuff like that. And he's just sitting there going, I just want to watch my shows. He downloaded a Star Trek version, whatever in the future is. And all he wants to do is just sit there and watch shows. And sometimes he's not paying attention to the shit they're getting into. It's a fantastic show. 10 episodes, first season. They're fast. These are fast episodes. I blew through this in less than a day.
Wow.
And I was just like, I want to watch it all. So they've done the season.
Apple Plus or Apple TV.
Apple
right?
TV Plus. Yes. The guy who was Eric Northman in True Blood. It's really fun. I didn't expect to like it as much. And I blew through it.
I might have to get Apple. I got rid of Apple TV after Ted Lasso finished.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had a trial week again for when Severance season 2 came out.
Yeah.
Blew through all that because that was a weekly show, so I had to wait till it was all out.
Yeah, wait till it comes out,
and then watch everything, and then cancel again. I may have to come back to it because one, I'll check this out if you're saying it was good, but
I think it's good.
There's that other show, the Seth Rogen show.
Yeah, that's another one. That's the other one on my list.
Leading the Emmy nomination, or one of the shows leading the Emmy nominations.
Mm-hmm.
So I may have to go back and look at that too.
That's on my list. I added the Foundation, I believe, to my list, and then Silo as another sci-fi.
I've heard people talk about Silo,
and that's 2 seasons in. So I've got a lot of content for Apple TV that I want to catch up on. So I did watch Murderbot. Really enjoyed that. I went and watched Man of Steel and Superman 1978 just to kind of see the comparison between the newest Superman and this. I think I just don't like Superman. I just don't like Superman as a character. I have fond memories of Superman 78, but there's so many flaws and problems with it. It's definitely a product of its time. Man of Steel is just boring. It is a boring movie. I don't understand why people got so invested in the Snyderverse. I just didn't like it. I think I do like this new version, but there are still problems with it. I don't like Superman as a character. And it's just boring.
Superman was always the overpowered one. You can't be the guy that can do everything. And they tried doing it with the Snyder stuff. There were so many people that are always saying, I would like to see it more realistic, less fantasy, more whatever. And that's what they did. And people did. I mean, look, that stuff made money.
Sure did.
But it just got way out of hand because Snyder just runs a big bloated operation where it's it's just more about let's throw all this shit in there, not really consistency and story wise and what have you. It showed Superman being moody and evil and whatever, really dark and gritty, because Superman was never that. They thought, we've had a dark Batman. Why not have a dark Superman? And I guess people liked Henry Cavill as Superman more than the Superman movies and stories and what have you. Superman, you and I were talking about this. Superman turned out to be one of those things where it's a relic in the way of how things used to be. Superman is the face of everything DC. The top tier of that has always been Superman. But things change because if you do a survey of everything, I think more people like Batman than they like Superman, right?
Love Batman. One of my favorite movies, Batman 89. It's just
of
Batman's
course. Even the Nolan Batman movies.
I like all of them. I'll watch every Batman movie, no matter how bad they are.
But they still make Superman the face of the company, and it doesn't work anymore. And I compared this to wrestling, and I'll get to that in a second. Disney. When you think Disney, what's the first thing you think of?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. 3 circles, Mickey Mouse. Mickey's the logo, Mickey's the mascot, Mickey's the face of Disney. But do you want to go and watch a Mickey movie? No.
Nope.
Do you want to watch a Mickey TV show? There's plenty of it. My kid, I see it on the menu for Disney Plus. She doesn't watch it. You think of Disney, yeah, Mickey is the branding, the leader of all that stuff. But everybody else has their favorites outside of Mickey.
Donald Duck, DuckTales, all that.
Right, but then you can go even further. Nightmare Before Christmas is more recognizable than the majority of Disney properties. Frozen, recognizable more than most of the Disney properties, whatever. But Mickey is the leader of it, right? Warner Brothers, maybe not so much anymore, but up until a certain point, Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because Bugs Bunny cartoons were actually good. They were funny. Duck season, rabbit season.
It's my favorite.
Bugs being a dick to everybody, to Elmer, to Yosemite Sam, to anybody he interacted with. Bugs was funny. Bugs was based on what? Groucho Marx and somebody else. I'm trying to remember who the other thing was. But anyway, point being, Bugs was the face of everything. Actually, no, I don't think Bugs falls into this because you don't really want to see a Porky Pig movie. You don't really want to see an Elmer Fudd anything. You want to see Bugs Bunny and everything. You don't want to see Tweety. You don't want to see.
But see, here's the thing:
shit.
the newest Warner Brothers cartoon that got put out the day the Earth blew up is a Porky Pig Daffy Duck movie. Nothing to do with Bugs Bunny,
right?
And it made money
because it was good. Was it based on Duck Dodgers?
No, it's not even a Duck Dodgers movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take that back. Bugs is not an example for this, but Superman, Mickey Mouse. Now I'll bring it to wrestling. Up for the longest time, who was the face of wrestling? Hulk Hogan. The one guy. He was the face of everything. Hogan always won. Hogan was the champion. Hogan was the guy doing all the press. Oh, it was always Hogan. But then over time, you started liking other wrestlers more than Hulk Hogan. And I'm not talking like Ric Flair, who was the face of WCW. But WCW had more balance they didn't have the popularity WWE had nationwide, but they had more balance because when you think WCW, you had Ric Flair, you had Dusty Rhodes, you had a few people from that organization that you could pick and choose who you like. When WWE up until the 90s was Hulk Hogan. But then what happened? Over time, everyone started getting sick of Hulk Hogan. It's like Hulk Hogan could never be beat. Hulk Hogan was overpowered. Hulk Hogan always won. Hulk Hogan was always the good guy. People got a little sick of that. So what happened there? You had the 90s flower, the Attitude Era comes in. Who becomes the face of WWE?
Stone Cold
Steve Austin. But something else happens. The Rock becomes synonymous with that. So now you have two kind of anti-heroes up there. The Rock and Stone Cold are the face of wrestling for that time period. But you didn't need just one. And some people couldn't pick between it. Some picked between the two, but others couldn't pick between the two because they liked both of them. And everyone was okay with that. The Rock and Stone Cold, the face of wrestling. Go to Marvel. Up until a certain point, it was always Spider-Man. And nobody thought Spider-Man was overpowered. Everybody loved Spider-Man. But then the MCU came around. And Iron Man became a thing. And then Captain America had a resurgence. So who was the face of Marvel? Well, because of the movies, it was Iron Man. He was now the Superman of Marvel. But, and this is only because of the deals between Sony and Disney and all that stuff, Spider-Man wasn't there enough to be overshadowed or outclassed or whatever by Iron Man. So you have Iron Man and Spider-Man, the faces of Marvel, and everyone's okay with that. There's not one singular face. You can even throw Captain America in there too. And people are fine with that. It's not one person. So wrestling's changed. Disney still has Mickey, but nobody gives a shit about Mickey. They like everything else. Marvel has multiple faces of the company. DC still insists on Superman. If you had Superman and Batman together, I think people would be okay. Let them be the faces of DC. They never do it. It's still Superman. And who hasn't had a successful franchise since the first or maybe even the second Superman movie? DC. You have the Flash, who's extremely popular in comics, movies, everything. He's never front and center on all of that stuff. Green Lantern, extremely popular, never front and center on all of that stuff. It's still always Superman. It's still always Hulk Hogan for the DC universe. They put out a new franchise, and guess what? A lot of people said it was okay. People who said he liked it, they were gushing over it, had some sort of stake in there. They were getting an invite, they got free stuff, whatever. That's why they're saying it. The movie's not terrible, but it's not 10 out of 10 either. I saw the movie. Jordan saw the movie. I got sick of Superman getting beat up all the time. And that seems to be a common complaint.
Right.
Another thing I had a problem with is Ultraman. Spoilers, everybody. 3, 2, 1. It's a clone of Superman. Yet, it was admitted he's not fully a clone of Superman. They couldn't perfect him. He was only like 80% or something Superman. But he overpowered the 100% Superman. How was that possible?
Beating his ass.
Yeah. That annoyed me to no end. That was terrible. I was getting so tired. I'm like, just beat the shit out of people. When he actually was doing some stuff, it was great. But it took so long to get like a couple seconds of satisfaction in all of that. I don't know if you felt the same way.
It felt weird that it was a Superman movie, but the characters surrounding him were way more interesting to me.
Right.
So it's like, it didn't even feel like his movie. Like I said, Mr. Terrific, I think, was a better portion of that movie, and he was in there for minutes. Like,
yeah. I don't know who he was.
Right.
Like most people didn't know who he was. He was okay. He was good in there, but he didn't need to be in there.
Nathan Fillion as
fantastic.
Hilarious.
But didn't need
Worked
to be
out.
in there.
Didn't need to be in there. Hot girl, pointless.
Useless. There was no point to her. She barely did anything. No. If you're going to do early Justice League, none of those characters, well, maybe Hawkgirl was, but none of those characters were there from the beginning of the Justice League.
But was Hawkgirl part of the early Justice League, or was it Hawkman?
I think it was both of them. They were both part. But I think they were like the next level after it was Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Aquaman. Then it was the Hawk couple. Then after that, later on came
they're called Hawktua.
The Hawktua. Yeah, the Hawktua. That's funny. Then you had like Flash and Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter and those tiers come in where it got really interesting. Yeah, they didn't need to be there. The Superman movie could have just been a solo movie about Superman. I'm not going the Mike Francesa route where he's saying, why is there a dog with a cape? Who puts a...
Why isn't he just not saving that dame off a building?
I never saw a dog with a cape when I used to watch the black and white Superman. Shut up, you fucking old curmudgeon.
Where the hell was George Weaves?
I didn't have a problem with Crypto in there.
No, I mean, I really do think, they made more of a deal out of him than he should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone focused, like, oh my god, the dog was so cool. He really was. Who cares?
The dog was fine. I didn't object to the dog being in there. I thought some of it was a little pointless, but other than that, it's like the dog was there. Who cares? The whole, and I guess this is because being a dad and everything kind of changed me a little bit. That thing with saving the baby.
Yeah, Metamorphose baby.
It wasn't emotional. It was more disturbing.
Why are you putting this baby in such peril?
It wasn't like Superman came in to save the family, like a building was going to fall on them, or he's the Man of Steel. Bullets bounce off him. If something was being shot at the kid and Superman got in front of it to protect it, like that, you kind of get the way they did the thing with the baby being held, like kidnapped with a weapon or something like that. Yeah. It was disturbing, and not the good kind of punk, alternative disturbing from comic book stuff. The baby thing really kind of took me out of some stuff for a little bit. I'm like, I don't like this. Lex was fine. I had no problems with Lex whatsoever.
Lex was good.
And the fact they went so far with Lex to not even just make him seem like he's difficult and arrogant, whatever, to
He's an
being
abuser.
a real asshole. When he threw that shit at his girlfriend, like, get the hell out of here, and he threw it at her head, and she ducked and it hit the door.
And then the other two had to like pick up the stuff off the floor. He was like making people clean stuff up off the floor.
He was great.
He's perfect.
Like, he was really good as Lex. Keep him. He was, what did the kids say? No notes. He was fine. He was totally an asshole, a piece of shit, did everything right. The scene with the Russian roulette scene, which we won't give that away, was like, holy crap. And the fact that he got, all right, I'm giving a little bit away. The fact that it ended so fast and he was disappointed. He's like, I really thought, he's like, I don't know what to say.
That would have lasted.
I thought this was going to last a little longer. I had a whole, he had a whole speech, all in his head. It played out differently.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I guess I have to go kidnap somebody else to fucking make you do that. Like, it was just, he was good.
It was, that was the only thing that was 100% in that movie was him. I did like I don't know if it was an homage, but the whole cage system looked like Cabin in the Woods.
A little bit, yeah. All the different boxes in the pocket universe. Yeah, I just it's not breaking any barriers. I feel like James Gunn held back from what James Gunn usually does. Other than that, like it's a fine movie. Like, go see it. Go see it with your family. Go enjoy it. Like, it's not anything that we spoiled. It really isn't going to change your life seeing it on the big screen one way or the other. It is that much of a predictable, middle of the road movie. It is a springboard to possibly better things. I liked the cartoon that they did, Creature Commandos. That was fun. That was more James Gunn.
I haven't seen that.
This was
I got to go back and watch that.
Definitely watch that.
Okay.
That is perfect. This was okay. And it's just hopefully there's better to come.
I don't recommend.
If this is the same shit we're going to get going into this DC universe, I'm going to get bored very quickly.
I got to correct myself. I was going to say I don't recommend. I don't regret going to see Superman. In fact, I was glad I went on a Wednesday when AMC is doing Tuesdays and Wednesdays movies for 50% off.
Yeah, you got a good discount.
Yeah, I went and did that, especially a day movie where it's already 20% off, and then you get the 50 on that was gangbusters. It's worth watching.
Seeing this movie, it's okay.
Marvelous Miss Maisel, who was playing Lois Lane, perfectly fine. She felt very Courtney Cox playing Lois Lane,
A little bit.
but also she had the right part of annoying craziness that Margot Kidder had playing Lois Lane. I think she really kind of nailed if it wasn't a tribute, just channeling, if that's a thing.
Little bit, yeah.
Of the annoyance crazy of Margot Kidder playing Lois Lane, she was perfectly fine. The Jimmy Olsen swerve,
that
I didn't hate.
Still weird to me.
It was weird. It was off-putting, but I didn't hate it. And to be honest, it was kind of welcomed in a movie. I didn't expect to have anything really surprise me.
Yeah, because we got the normal Jimmy where he's kind of oafish and young and doofy and stuff like that. And then Zack Snyder, we got Jimmy Olsen without knowing it was Jimmy Olsen. He was like a plant for the FBI or the CIA, and then he gets killed off at the beginning of Batman v Superman. That was fucking way too far over this one. So we got nerdy. This guy's kind of like a middle ground where he's kind of like this womanizer type. And I'm like, okay. You know, he's still kind of nerdy. I don't think womanizer dumb,
type. I think he's the type that goes and pays for services, or like
maybe.
Patrons OnlyFans kind of people.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't like a party guy, gigolo, playboy type going out there. He's the other kind of. It's like, I think
I hate to say it, he's pulling tail he shouldn't be pulling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he was fine.
Yeah.
I loved how I posted that the Hall of Justice looked like an old roller rink or bus station, and it turns out people were writing me it's an old train station in Cleveland. And I said, and they's like, it looks pretty much inside like how it used to look as this train station. And I reported, I'm like, Cleveland is the land that time forgot because it preserved everything. Yeah, the Hall of Justice was this weird, tacky orange cream color inside, and it just kind of fit very well for being campy and 70s looking. outside of that, then what's her name? I forget her Kryptonian name, but Kara.
Kara Zor-El.
Kara Zor-El. Yeah, Supergirl. That took a weird turn with her.
Well, and again, I think it's because they're drawing off of a newer-ish comic called Woman of Tomorrow, where she acts like this and does all that.
I wasn't familiar with that. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not the, wide-eyed, very straight-laced Supergirl we're used to from like the WB show, and then even like the older version movie that came out in the 80s with Supergirl. Like that's not.
What's her name? What's his name's sister? Damn it!
I know. I that's why I didn't
want
to say
girl.
I know. It'll come to us like later.
You can look it up. Yeah,
but yeah, we're getting more of a drunken belligerent, hates that her life turned out the way it has.
I loved Melissa Benoist, however you wanted to pronounce it, as Supergirl for the CW world. I thought she was great. Helen Slater, thank you, Sean, the producer. I appreciate it. This one seems fine. She looks like Supergirl. That's okay. I don't like the inconsistency where he kept saying I'm the last one. The way they fucked his parents' story.
Right.
Really was aggravating. Like I was really pissed at that because they were the ones trying to prevent Zod and the Kryptonian government from destroying the planet, and they destroyed the planet. Now this way is turning. It's like, they were part of the problem as to why the planet died.
Conquer it and fuck as many women as you can.
Horrible. So that thing's fucked up. Supergirl, they announced they're making the movie that's coming out in 2026. That was posted either today or yesterday. The poster.
Yesterday the poster got pointed out. I mean, we knew it was coming because it's a story of her going around the galaxy, getting drunk, getting into fucking shenanigans, and Lobo, who is a character that people love and I can care less about, being played by Jason Momoa, is going to be in it.
That looks interesting.
So, I mean, hopefully it's more the James Gunn type, even though I don't think he's directing. I think it's somebody else.
But the fact that he's like, I'm alone and everything's gone, whatever. And then at the end of the movie, my cousin's around. Like they don't even introduce how he knew his cousin was around or any of that stuff. They just skipped a lot of things.
Dog sitting.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't do the origin story about him landing and growing up. They just, but the punk rock thing was, it is weird having an empathetic Superman.
After the Snyderverse, yes.
But even before that, because you look back at Christopher Reeve's Superman, which everyone thinks is the pinnacle, right?
Yeah, he just wanted to have sex with Lois.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't? But he knew what was right and wrong, and he was a stickler for right and wrong. But even Christopher Reeve's Superman wasn't very empathetic. Like he knew things were the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things, but it didn't mean he had empathy.
Mm-mm.
He was very straight-laced, very robotic about his emotions and feelings, and just did things because
justice and the American way.
Now he's it's punk rock to be empathetic and to care about people. Like
saving squirrels.
He cares a little bit too much. When he was fighting the creatures, like we should put it in the zoo. And Mr. Terrific
or do something good about it, like try to do a humane way to take care of it. And Mr. Terrific's like, fuck that shit.
And he just shot the thing. I laughed at that. I was like, all right, good.
He laughed a lot at that point.
Good for him.
Like Mr. Terrific rolls his eyes and he's like, fuck that.
The movie was okay. Overall, it's okay. There's plenty of problems with it, but it's okay to watch. It's not like
lots to not like, lots
it's
to
not
be okay.
Woke like people thought it was going to be.
Shut up about that.
There are people who complain about the political stuff in there with the Middle East and all that shit. But America shouldn't have just gone in there and taken over and do all the things. Did you talk to the president? Did you talk to Congress and the representative?
Yeah, but here's the thing. We saw that same kind of stuff with Civil War in Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
Same, you shouldn't have gone here. And that's what the problem is I feel like this is a lot of elements from other stuff that we've seen put into a Superman movie that didn't change the landscape. It just gave us something to not be upset about, to move forward with other things.
I think it's just a sign of the times. Like it's reflecting the times that are going on there. And even though we wanted to look back and say that's how it should have been, what's happening right now is actually what that whole thing about him, you crossed into a country illegally. That is what's happening now. So, okay. We don't want it, but it's there. It is based on some realism. But
I saw a quote, and I know this is kind of joking, but this is kind of funny at this, like serious at the same time, where they go, "It's not that Superman got woke; it's just that now we have real life supervillains." And I'm like, okay,
yeah, but also,
I can see that. And I'm not even saying just our current president. Like, there are other shitty fucking people in this world, and we all feel powerless to stop it. Like, we just have to just kind of go along with what the world is doing.
You kind of want the comic bookiness back into these things after it being gone from the Snyder stuff for so long. And look, Marvel, say what you want about Marvel, but Marvel does a good job of bringing a lot of real life stuff into there. But then all of a sudden it goes, oh wait, and then Tony Stark has the nanite suit. Like, there's so much fantasy and ridiculousness sugarcoating the reality that's also in the storylines there. So you get some sort of separation, some sort of escapism from what's actually going on in real life to enjoy these things. DC, I think, is walking a dangerous line with that because they went too real with the other stuff. And now they're going, oh, it's all hokey, whatever, but here's some realism in there too. It's like, go for,
let's pull it back a little bit.
We might be progressing into a regression of go back to the comic booky hokey stuff there, and people are going to want to see that in these movies instead of fucking Superman. No, Aquaman can't fly, so he's in a Uber that self-driving. Like, we don't care about that shit. We don't need that stuff. No, the guy from Saturday Night Live, by the way, who was in
Beck Bennett,
in the small times
he's Launchpad McQuack.
Yes, you're right. You're right in the new DuckTales. But what they were doing with him, it took me, because I kept watching it and I go, what is he doing? Like, he's goofy and annoying, but he's funny, right? The little blurbs that he's there. When everything's going down, there's a part where the city's in peril and everyone's running and calling people. He reminded me of Harvey Fierstein in the control room of Independence
I better call
Day,
my lawyer.
where he's calling his mom. What are you doing? Like that. The way he was on the phone like that reminded me of Fierstein freaking out as the city's about to be destroyed when all of that's coming around. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so go see Superman and tell us what
it's not terrible, but there's other better things.
Sean's saying in the chat, DC's problem is they can't figure out the comic book real world balance that Marvel figured. Yeah, that's what we were just saying. You are not wrong. So we both saw Superman.
I watched the trailers for Mortal Kombat 2 that dropped today, and Tron Ares. I'm so excited for that stupid thing. Like, I know I hate Jared Leto,
it's
but
a reverse.
This made him look fun.
I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh, it's a reverse. It's everyone's worried about us
AI
setting up AI and going into the worlds of AI, and they're like, no, we're bringing it here. So AI was becoming real and invading the real world.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
I still hate Jared Leto. I will never like Jared Leto, but I gotta say, seeing the weird Pac-Man, or not Pac-Man, Space Invaders looking at the ship that they have,
Reclaimer,
going through the city, I was like,
and it shoots off all those missiles and it starts going through the road. I'm just
the light walls in real world where the cop car got split in half.
It's like it's bringing my childhood back to that feeling of my childhood where I wanted that stuff to be real, and instead of being in that world, now they are in the real world, and it's just like I'm excited for it. And Nine Inch Nails, this goes into some of the stuff I'm listening to. Nine Inch Nails released their single from it called As Alive as You Need Me to Be, or Need Me, and it is just peak Nine Inch Nails with Tron, and it is so fun, and I'm excited for it. And just seeing Jeff Bridges in it again just made me happy.
Wait, I don't remember if I saw him in the trailer.
Oh, he's in it. He's talking to Jared Leto. And I'm just like,
oh yeah, okay. I did see that. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's so good. So I watched those trailers.
What was the other trailer? The Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat
one, right?
2.
So there was a teaser trailer and then the trailer.
Now the teaser trailer was fantastic.
Right.
The teaser trailer was Carl Urban's playing Johnny Cage. At first, I wasn't sure about that casting because he's a little older. Then you see kind of what they're doing to him. So he's like this aging action star, Johnny Cage, like a Jean-Claude Van Damme, where he had his heyday doing like Bloodsport and all these movies. But then he's just like sitting in a bar going, oh, or weren't you Johnny Cage? And it's like, oh, okay, I see what they did. But the original teaser was trailers.
Carl Urban as Johnny Cage kind of looked like a young version of what's his name from Karate Kid, Martin Kove.
Martin Kove, yeah.
Yeah, kind of looked like that. The way the golden hair, but it's like it was curled but still like shellacked. Didn't make any sense. So yeah, there was the trailer, the teaser trailer, which was all about Johnny Cage, and it was a promo for a movie about a fake movie. Of all his
movies, yeah.
Then the real trailer came out, and I wanted to see if we could bring that up right now and take a look real quick and see what you think. This is the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Get ready.
Jump pants down. Select your player. Johnny Cage, camcorder man. Liu Kang, one of the new kids on the block. Steven Seagal, Hank Azaria. Oscar from The Office, Asian hockey guy, boring guy no one will choose, Glenn Danzig, Go Power Rangers,
I used to watch that show. So yes.
Didn't you like that boring guy that nobody will choose? The generic Asian guy is the one no one ever chose playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Steven Seagal.
Hank Azaria got me.
Let's watch that one more time.
Jump pants down. Select your player. Johnny Cage, camcorder man. Liu Kang, one of the new kids on the block. Steven Seagal, Hank Azaria. Oscar from The Office, Asian hockey guy, boring guy no one will choose, Glenn Danzig, Go Power Rangers.
Glenn Danzig got me too, because it does look like it was like perfect.
That was the trailer for Arnold Combat.
Hank Azaria. Asian
hockey player.
Asian Hagen hockey player.
Oscar from The Office.
Anyway.
No, so Chris is with you. I lost it on Hank Azaria.
So good. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. I started playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, the new Switch 2 Donkey Kong game. I couldn't sleep last night, so I started playing last night for a little bit. Played a little bit today. So far, so good. It's the same dev team that made what's the Mario Odyssey. So it's the same people that made that one. So it has that same feel, and I love that game. So far, loving it. I'm going to play through it some more. And then over on Game Pass, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remaster came out. So you can go buy it if you're a chump. If you have Xbox Game Pass, it's on there for free. It's Tony Hawk. It's fun. It's really good.
I have the trailer for that too. If you want to see the remaster
for sure.
version.
Yeah.
So here I am, eating KF, cool again. La lying to my kitchen and friends. Pretending I'm a garbage man. Try to eat.
So good.
Fantastic.
Which leads me to what I'm listening to. Goldfinger put out a new single. It's called Freaking Out a Bit, which bums me out a little bit because it lost its sound as far as Goldfinger goes, and it feels just like a Blink 182 song.
Maybe it was a Mark Hoppus song that he wrote. He's like, we're not doing this for Blink, but would you like to collab on this? I'll give it to Goldfinger. And
which is fine because the lead singer Goldfinger produced a lot of So Feldman did a lot of producing and things like that. One of the Blink 182 albums before what's his face came back to the band, he helped produce it and he wrote songs and stuff like that. So it's a good song. It just doesn't feel like Goldfinger. But I like it.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
But yes, Goldfinger's new song. It's good. It just doesn't feel like Goldfinger. I also listened to a new song from Baby Metal and Bloodywood, which is such a weird word to say.
Baby Metal's the Asian band, right?
Asian heavy metal band. Yeah. And then Bloodywood is the Indian heavy metal band. They're on tour together. They're great. Like, they're really good. And they put out a song called Con Con. It's all in Japanese and Indian, and it's like new metal. It's actually really good. 9 Inch Nails, like I said, I'm listening to that new song.
Is it Con Con or is it Conga?
Con Con.
Come and shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come and pump your body into chimichanga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come and shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm, they're getting stronger. Shine, put that conga beat.
Anytime
the
the slip
chimichanga
Arnold
line.
in there, we're gonna do it.
And then this is a weird one, but I actually enjoyed the song. Yellow Card put out a new one called Better Days, and it's actually pretty enjoyable.
Is it the Crazy Town Better Days cover?
No,
Oh.
which would have been actually really good, but no.
On Ocean Avenue, I've seen better days. It's like,
Yeah,
stop
play
bringing
the
up the Ocean
violin.
Avenue song.
I know. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to. That's what I've been watching. That's what I've been playing. It's been a busy week.
I was catching up because I didn't realize I listened to that same Goldfinger song that came out, but I didn't realize they had an album that came out a couple years ago. So I've been going through that and catching up on the Less Than Jake stuff. I re-listened again to their Uncharted album, which is their latest one. I enjoy it very much. Said watch Superman. I watched season 1. I think I said this last week too. I was in the middle of season 1 to catch up to season 2 for The Sandman on Netflix, the Neil Gaiman story. I just finished Sandman season 2, part 1 is 6 episodes, I believe. And the part 2 comes out on July 24th for the rest of it. So good. Took a couple turns that I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. And it's fantastic. So go check that out. And then after I watched that, it gave me, how it recommends things to watch. Castlevania Nocturne showed up. And I looked at it and I go, I know I loved the original Castlevania series, 5 seasons on Netflix, by the way, go watch that. I was like, I don't remember if I watched this or not because it didn't look familiar. So I watched it and I took a couple episodes before I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I did watch this, but I forgot everything about this show.
Right.
So I finished season 1 again. There's a season 2 again that I was not aware of. So I'm 2 episodes into season 2 and it's just continuing the story from season 1.
Which is great.
Yeah. Really good.
I like the animation. I love the first seasons.
Don't let the Japanimation style sway you from watching it. It's not weird, fucking gross sexual proclivity nonsense.
Are you trying to get me to not watch it or watch it?
Trying to get you to watch it. It's
No,
not
you're not
that
doing a good
stuff,
job.
but there's cursing, there's violence, there's just a lot of over the top gratuitous death
Love it.
of killing demons and vampires and what have you. So I do recommend you go watch that. And then, WWE had 2 events over the weekend. They had Saturday night's main event and the women's pay-per-view Evolution. I watched those. I think that's about it. All right. What's out right now for your viewing pleasure besides everything we just told you about? In theaters, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The reboot is out there. The Smurfs, yes, another one. Wait, is this from last week or this week?
No, this is coming out this week.
Okay, so the Smurfs, there's the new one that's out there. There's a lot of people in that cast, by the way, for the Smurfs
They
movie.
always have that, yeah.
And then a Pedro Pascal movie, Eddington, before next week's Pedro Pascal movie, Fantastic Four. So that's just poor planning on his management's part because I don't think anyone's going to give a shit about Eddington.
No, probably not.
What are the reviews for the reboot of I Don't Know What You Did Last Summer? Have you seen anything?
No, but talk about what's coming out and I can find out.
All right. Also on HBO Max, yes, it's been rebranded back to its former glory. A new season or a new special of Robot Chicken, self-discovery special. It's out on the 21st, so that's Sunday?
I think today's the 17th as we do this. So yeah, Sunday or Monday.
Okay. Then over on Disney Plus, you've got Something Beautiful, a Miley Cyrus joint.
It's like it's supposed to be like a pop opera, but it's out now. It's like, oh, who cares? I don't like
And then
Miley
on
Cyrus.
video on demand is Megan 2.0, which I've been seeing the social media promotion, the uncensored version. So I'll have to give that a watch. And then you saw this movie with your kids, How to Train Your Dragon.
Live action, yep.
And you said it was very good.
I really enjoyed it. It was such a good transition from animation to live action. Like they did it right. It's like they just took the same script and said, let's just put real people out there. And it worked. It worked really well. I Know What You Did Last Summer right now with the tomato meter. The critic review is at 38%. The 100 plus verified ratings of the audience reviews are at 71%. So it's probably just going to be like the last ones. It's not going to be great, but it's going to probably be fun. So I'm probably going to check it out at some point, hopefully maybe by next weekend. So
all right. Coming out next week, if you still have the Discovery Channel, but I bet you can watch it on their YouTube channel or what
I think it's on HBO Max too. I think they're promoting that kind of stuff.
There you go. Shark Week is back, the 37th annual Shark Week from the 20th through the 26th. And then in theaters next week, like you said, The Fantastic Four.
Looking forward. I've been avoiding so much media about it right now. Like they're just putting clips and trailers and sound bites and all this stuff. And I was like, don't give me anything else.
I accidentally saw a clip scrolling through social media, and I'm hoping it's not what it's going to be, but it looks like it's supposed
to be. The penis scene?
It's supposed to be a rah-rah girls redemption story for female Silver Surfer, and I forgot the other girl that was in the scene with her. But it just seems like that. I'm like, oh, really? Or is Johnny and Mr. Fantastic going to be like, yay, go do it, women?
No, it's set in the 60s. They could go back in the kitchen.
Yeah, but different planet. 60s were different there.
Yeah, that's true.
What else we have there? Netflix, we have Until Dawn. And then there's so much coming out next weekend.
Next week is a busy week.
Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. The Sandman Season 2, like we said, the final episodes. Death of a Unicorn will be available on HBO Max. I want to see that. A lot to look forward to for next week. And then, Jordan, the news. What do we have?
Well, the other thing that's coming out on July 31st.
Mike Francesa. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and fall asleep. Before we go into the next thing, Peacock is also going to be doing Twisted Metal Season 2. That is a great show. If you haven't seen Season 1, please
That's 2
watch
weeks
it.
from now.
That is 2 weeks now, but it leads into Do It very soon because starting July 23rd, Peacock is hiking the prices by $3 per month for all their services. The premium, which includes ads, will increase $3 to $10.99 a month. Premium Plus, which has limited ads to live programming, $3 to $16.99 per month. And the annual price will be increased to $109 per year for premium, $169 a year for Premium Plus. I don't know who is caring about Peacock that much. I mean, Netflix, now that they got like WWE stuff and things like that, I just don't know who's using Peacock that much. I have it.
My mom, she's watching Law and Order episodes before she goes to bed.
So they are increasing their prices, and that's unfortunate. Captain Planet live action series that works at Netflix. They're doing it's kind of a competitive situation. Netflix has landed for development to do a live action based off the show. Deadline's learned that Warner Brothers is also in the mix, and it sounds like it's going to be a bidding war for a show that I don't think anybody needs anymore.
Nope,
like maybe 20 years ago.
Move on.
But no details are given. Lilo and Stitch, the live action that was originally supposed to just be a streaming only movie, has crossed $1 billion globally, and it's the first movie 2025 to do so.
Bet Disney's regretting that.
Yeah, well, they put it in the theaters and like, well, shit, we made money. Domestically, it would made $416.2 million. International was $584.8 million, and it's still in the theaters and still going strong. People are actually doing that kind of stuff. So right now, Lilo and Stitch.
Super chat coming in from our pal Chris, $5 for his $5 super chat. We get to have Eric plugged in with a USB shock device, and we can zap him to keep him awake. See, I think of things. Yep. Thank you.
Fantastic Four is coming out next week. John Malkovich was part of the cast, but guess what? They cut John Malkovich out of the Fantastic
I don't know what the character...
Four.
I saw it. Is it called Red God?
Red Ghost.
Oh, Red Ghost. What is... I don't know anything about the character.
It must have been one of those early 60s villains that they had in the Fantastic Four that no one probably has ever heard of or actually cares about. It's like in Batman, there was the Gray Ghost. Like no one really knew of him. So they cut him out completely. They said that there were a lot of things that ultimately ended up hitting the floor on the cutting room floor when we were building a 60s retro future world, introducing all these villains, introducing 4 main characters as a group, and as well as individually introducing the idea of a child. There was a lot of stuff to balance in the movie, and some things that had to ultimately, in terms of shaping the film for its final version, had to be cut. how do you cut John Malkovich out of a movie? Like, doesn't make sense. And I looked at the runtime. It's under 2 hours. So it does feel like it was going to get very bloated very quickly because they still have, I think Mole Man is going to be in this movie. So you got Galactus, Silver Surfer, Mole Man. You had this thing guy going to be in there. Like, it's too much for a very short movie. So I think it was a right move. However, it just sucks that it's John Malkovich.
Well, I got my ticket. I am going.
I'm going to go too.
I don't know what time I'm going next week. I got to look.
Probably early in the day. While you're looking, the next movie to get another sequel, prequel, I don't know how they're doing this. Taika Waititi is going to be doing Judge Dredd. He's attached to direct.
I hate that remake that they did.
I loved it.
Like it was
Carl
good.
Urban.
That's the one where it was the apartment building, right?
Yeah, it was Carl Urban. It was basically a Judge Dredd movie set in the world of The Raid. And The Raid is such a fantastic movie. And it's like going level by level. Shit's going down. He's not taking off his helmet. It's perfect the way it was. I love the Stallone version. It was campy and stupid, but ultimately it didn't do any favors for the character itself.
No.
Carl Urban did great.
Yeah, I didn't hate that movie.
It
was, I mean, it was good. I think it's a movie I have to go back and rewatch again. But I remembered the whole tier of going up to the top of the apartment building and everything. But I didn't think it warranted a sequel.
Well, it's getting one. He's going to do that. Drew Pearce, the guy who...
1 p.m., by the way, is my seating.
Nice. The guy who's going to write it did The Fall Guy, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. So he knows a little bit about action. There's really not a lot of details yet. This kind of just broke today. But him and Taika Waititi both grew up with the books and have known each other for a while and have been trying to work on this project for years. So it looks like they're going to be doing another Judge Dredd movie. Don't know what that means for Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie that he's signed up to do, or the next Thor movie that I think he also might be doing. So we will see.
Did you see the AMC Jaws 50 popcorn bucket?
No.
Oh my god.
I saw the
Shut up. I'm going to show you something.
Well, shit, fuck you. Oh shit. Okay, so the shark mouth is the same one that what's that fucking Alamo Draft House did, and they sold, and they were like $45 and they sold out quickly. So if AMC's doing the exact same one, I'm definitely going to try to get that.
Do you have an AMC near you?
Yeah, well, not near me, but close enough to drive. Like, it's not like super far.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to see what I can do. If I can't, then I will be spending
get
money.
Your Jaws 50th anniversary collectible vessel complete with large drink and popcorn. Catch them in theaters with you. I guess. Oh, you can watch Jaws in the theaters right now.
Yeah, they're putting the 50th anniversary back in. I think they're doing it even in 3D, which is hilarious considering the original wasn't.
When I go, if it's there, I'll see if I can. If
let
it's
me
not
know.
$80 like the Galactus one.
No, I think this one's going to be around 40, 45, something around there. Night at the Museum is going to get a sequel again. The original franchise obviously starred Ben Stiller. There is no information other than Tripper Clancy. He wrote the movie Stuber, which I could not stand. He's going to write the new one. Plot details are currently under wraps. No information on whether Ben Stiller will be coming back. But it seems like everything is just getting a sequel and a remake, so it's really annoying. And then we're going to round this night out with some video game news. Ghost of Yotei is bringing back certain modes in it, like Kurosawa mode. That was a mode in the game that basically is black and white, film grain. It looked like an old Japanese samurai movie, which looked fantastic. But what they're also going to be doing is Takeshi Miike mode, which puts the camera closer to the action, features more blood and mud during the fights. Takeshi Miike is known for directing a lot of films, but my two favorites were Ichi the Killer and Audition. Fantastic movies if you guys haven't seen them. Sucker Punch also partnered with Samurai Champloo director Shinichiro Watanabe for a presentation mode that adds lo-fi beats to exploration and combat when you need just a more relaxed version of this, which sounds interesting. Like you're just running around Japan with like really cool, just like chill music. Can't wait for that. So Ghost of Yotei is an actual sequel to the game Ghost of Tsushima, which is celebrating, I think it's 5-year anniversary this week. I got my kid playing it. He just actually sent me a text saying he's loving that game. So
good.
Love that. Nintendo has filed a copyright notice for an untitled Donkey Kong motion picture. Looks like they're going to be possibly doing a standalone movie. I know he was in the Super Mario Brothers movie. A lot of people have been wanting the Donkey Kong movie spinoff. There has been believed that the next Mario film is more of a straight sequel and reportedly titled Super Mario World. So we might be seeing a sequel that is Donkey Kong related.
Good.
And then the last story of the night, and one that is near and dear to my heart, Legend of Zelda movie has cast Bo Bragason as Zelda and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link. Oh, I wish I had my sword close.
I'm ready to go.
Oh,
wait.
I'm so excited. Oh, does it make noise?
No.
I know I've got a shield back there, and then I got my sword over there. After a long search, Sony and Nintendo's live-action Legend of Zelda movie has found its leads in a pair of up-and-comers, which is true. I've never heard of either one of these people. Bo Bragason will be playing Zelda, and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link. Miyamoto has announced early on his X account. This is Miyamoto. I am pleased to announce that the live-action film of The Legend of Zelda will be played by Bo Bragason-san and Link by Benjamin Ainsworth-san, he wrote, sharing images of the pair in costume. I'm very much looking forward to seeing both of them on the big screen. Sony first announced it will distribute and team up with Nintendo to co-finance a Zelda movie in the fall of 2023. The Planet of the Apes franchise's Wes Ball is coming aboard to direct, and Miyamoto and Avi Arad, who was the producer for Spider-Man movies for Sony. And then they say that Mason Thames and Brett Hepner were two other finalists in the role of Link. The film is slated to release May 7th of 2027. I honestly, after seeing these two, no history with them, I think this is the right move. You got two people that don't have any real history. You don't have any expectations from them. And this might be the best possible route to go because you are not going to have any preconceived notions of who these people are. And I think it's fantastic. They skewed very young. The girl is, I think, 20 years old, 21 years old. And the kid playing Link is 16, which is perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have an older actor doing it.
Zelda gets arrested for like those teachers who have sex with their students,
which is all in the news a lot.
So it
lately,
starts off that, Ganon is the shadow of Ganon is now darkening the whole countryside of Hyrule, and Link's about to he just learned all his power-ups. He got the Master Sword. He's about to go out on his adventure, and then the cops show up, Zelda gets arrested, and it just becomes a courtroom procedural movie for the rest
it's like a Law and Order Hyrule.
Yeah. All right, with that being said, we got to get out of here and do the plugs. Jordan, our nation's eyes turn to you.
If you want to come find me at X, Instagram, Blue Sky, maybe, and YouTube at Jinx Ronan, Twitch at Jinx Ronan79. If you would like to go on to Twitch and find It's Eric Nagel, you can use your Amazon subscription to subscribe to our Twitch channel for a month for free, added with your subscription. Helps the show out, costs you nothing extra. You're already doing it. Go help us out.
All right. Thank you very much. For me in the show, that's Jordan. For me in the show and social media, at It's Eric Nagel. You're already watching or listening to the show, so you know where to go to all those places. We're going to skip all that tonight. Tell two friends so they can tell two friends, etc., etc., etc. And I thought I had that here somewhere.
And he tells two friends, and she tells two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on.
There you go. That's the message that I am conveying to you tonight.
It's like the coronavirus.
Oh, you want that one? Here we go.
I told two friends, but that is not enough.
No, it is. Two friends tell two other friends tell two other friends. It's like the coronavirus.
All right, everyone. All right. So until the next time, everybody.
Be excellent to each other.
We'll be seeing you.
It's Eric Nagel.
You are giving a woman money in order to obtain physical affection. We're talking about the world's oldest profession. Granted, this is sort of the Walt Disney version.
Alas, we're out of time.
Follow It's Eric Nagel on social media platforms. For ways to watch and listen to the show, or join us for the live shows, head over to itsericnagel.com. Yo, and remember to tell two friends so they can tell two friends, and they can tell two friends, they can tell two friends, they can tell two friends. You get the idea.
Keep it real, homies.